The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Dogtopia.
The dog. All right, we all need to get out and be active to stay healthy, and that includes our four-legged family members. And here to give us some tips on how to keep our dogs healthy and active is David Duran from the Dogtopia of Tempe. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great and excited because you brought another. Listen, you bring dogs into me, and I'm just like I'm melting. So
this is little Patrick. He's here
I
to
love
be
it.
our model dog here for the day. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, of course, our dogs being active and how important, especially at this time, we're starting to see the weather change a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously I'm from Dogtopia of Tempe, so our first option is going to be doggy daycare. That's kind of what we're all about. All of our dogs are coming to daycare consistently on a routinely basis every week. And we really believe that, that routine daycare and socialization is so important for the dogs. It really gets them tired out. And just being around other dogs and being active is a good thing. But obviously, if you can't do daycare or if daycare is only a part-time thing for you, there's so many other options of keeping your dog entertained at home.
Yeah. So, David, I want to mention about the daycare. This, again, is very important. And that is if you have that dog, well, my dog doesn't get along with other dogs. You've never had them with other dogs like they do at Dogtopia, and I think that's what's important. So then when you do get out in public with them, they act much better.
Right, exactly. They know how to socialize, and they know how to take cues from other dogs and stuff when they're out in public.
Yeah, so, okay, like I said, we can't get out there to Dogtopia always, maybe our schedules or something like that. How can we make sure our dogs are active?
So we've got some interactive toys here. These are all toys that I found online for under $20. So there's no brand specific thing here. There's so many variations of these toys online at different price points. Yeah. But we have this. This is actually really great for dogs that like to chase balls. It's an interactive ball that will just go on the floor by its own.
Oh.
And you can actually put a tennis ball skin on it for those dogs that are obsessed with tennis balls.
Yeah.
And then we also have this guy here where you can put the treats inside.
Okay, I'm going to show that to the camera so you can see.
Sure.
This is important. So here, and then you said the treats go in.
And then the doggies will spend their time trying to open these up. And it'll get them pretty tired out, that stimulation of just trying to find the treats.
And does this move around? Is that what happens?
It does, yeah. There's different things that they can move around and lift and slide over.
Oh,
exactly.
Wow.
But this one's our favorite one.
Okay.
This one's what we call our snuffle mat. And this is what keeps Patrick entertained for a little bit. And he usually naps out right after because he's digging in there for his little treats.
Oh my goodness. And so look at, and that's really neat because that's what dogs go out in the backyard and do.
They're sniffers.
Around.
Yeah,
so
they like to sniff around, and honestly, that's how they get a lot of their energy out, is just exploring and using their nose. So this is a great way to keep them entertained at home if you're on a call or if you're busy. This will entertain him for about 30 minutes or so until he finds all the treats.
I also want to mention the setup you have, and I forget what's mine's called, we call it the doggy sweater, but it's the actual walking the dog.
Oh, the harness.
The harness.
Yeah, for sure. Walking the dog is also a really good thing to do. If you don't want to walk long, just letting your dog sniff around in a short distance, even if you're just on your block or cul-de-sac, just letting the dog sniff is just as much exercise for them as walking around. They get just as stimulated. So.
Yeah. And the harness is the reason why I'm talking about the harness is how it's set up. It's not around the neck, and that's really a big part.
This is important for little dogs like poodles because they have a lot of throat issues, so we always want to use a harness for these little guys here.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, also, too, let's remind people that they need to check the ground when they're outside with their dog, too, because it's starting to get warm out there.
Absolutely. You always want to touch the ground with the back of your hand. If it's too hot for the dog. So yeah, booties up for sure for the puppies.
Right. Okay.
Some other fun ways. I know not everybody likes to give their dogs baths, but it's a really great way to bond with your dog and spend some time with your dog. Dogtopia has these amazing new products on dogtopiashop.com with really nice flavors like pina colada. So it's nice to, if you want to spend some time with your pup at home, just giving them a little pampering. It's nice to do that. You bond with your dog. If you make it like a ritual and a routine, like on a weekly or twice a month basis, it becomes something that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Versus dropping them off somewhere and then having a scary bath. So,
right. And what's really great about this, as you said, bonding with them, and you take your shower, so the dog needs one too. So it's not a big chore. I think it
smells nice too.
Yeah, that's the other part. Your dog's not gonna smell like a dog. So
yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention these really fun bubbles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about this because is this one of the bubble things?
So this is one of the little bubble machines I found. It's not on right now, but yeah, I know. But I did bring the Dogtopia bubbles. These are our birthday cake flavored bubbles, but we normally have peanut butter and bacon flavored bubbles, which are doggy safe, as you know.
Yes, and that's what's great about having these, because then what they do is that the dog knows that they play with them at Dogtopia.
Yeah.
So when they come home and play, they kind of like get familiar with, okay, you know what? This is how I'm supposed to act, this is how I'm supposed to be, because I'm kind of still playing.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I love this. All right, so let's talk Dogtopia and dropping off. How do people, of course, get into the program?
Yeah, so it's free to have a meet and greet at any of the Dogtopias. There's 10 across the valley. And if you need to find the specific one, just go to dogtopia.com and search for your closest Dogtopia. Scheduling a meet and greet is free. Anybody can schedule one, bring their dog in for an evaluation. And if all goes well, then we talk about enrollment and getting the dog set up in daycare.
I like it. There you go. Information's right on the screen for the Dogtopia in Tempe. Also, very quickly, you guys have a great program there for giving back.
Absolutely. So we partner with Canines for Warriors to give back to we provide service dogs for veterans in need. And Dogtopia of Tempe just sponsored their first service dog, and we're halfway to our second one. So we're really excited about that.
I like it. There you go. You want more information, head over to aztv.com. So there you go.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Dogtopia.